Hey guys, welcome back with another game with Linksy. We've been having a couple of very serious games, so I thought, you know what, let's upload one of the really fun ones. Really short, really sweet, straight to the point. What do we have today? Well, we have an epic siege battle, as always. I'm not sure if you realized yet, but you'll soon in a second. So we're fighting against Rome. We're defending. Myself as Saba and Legido as Parthians. Um, yeah, I know, right? It's not the usual factions you choose to defend settlement, but you'll see in a second. So Rome has brought itself a couple of armored legionnaires over here. Good unit overall. They have their Syrian archers. They have gladiator spearmen. I've started to see this more often, right? Look at these bad boys with their tridents and everything. I've started seeing them being used more often in the meta. They have, of course, their Praetorian Guard in the rear, a couple of auxiliary infantry. Now, these guys do not get enough love. These guys genuinely do not get enough love, and we should look into perhaps experimenting a little bit with them. And, of course, the General's Bodyguard back here. Then they have one last unit with Balearic Stinkers over there. Then the other enemy is Kush, and of course Kush has armor total. They have leopard warriors. They have Kushite slaves. Really? I did not realize they had a couple of slaves. They have some pikes. They have their archers. You have ballista on this side. I believe there is more shotel and armor total over here. Yeah, and they have some armored desert cavalry in case of a Celia. Except this is what we brought. So my ally Partia got a lot of cavalry spearmen, cataphracti, eastern cataphracts, door cataphracts, some tick boys, beautiful elephants. Look at the markings, battle markings on their snouts. More camels over here. And for my end, I got myself some camel lancers, some medium shock cavalry over here that we were going to use just to screen the front and see what damage we managed to do. And then in the rear, I got myself a couple of desert chariots. I have camel cataphracts, royal camel cataphracts, which are like archers on camels, and camels have scales. Yeah, yeah. Let's just get straight into it and see what happens. So the first thing we do is I pull out my camels from the front. Because that's the worst way to use camels. It is legit the worst way. I mean, camels are beautiful shock cavalry, and they have terrorizing, I believe. Yeah, they scare horses, and they also terrorize a little bit the infantry. The problem is of doing this, they're very susceptible to arrow fire. They're very weak. Their armor is horrendously low. So a couple of volleys would be enough to just remove them. I was hoping the shock of them coming out, they wouldn't know how to deal with them properly. But yeah, that was not the case again. These guys are just trying to charge forward, and I mean, they are getting massacred. Absolutely massacred. I don't eat. Yep, and then they get rear charged by the armored desert cavalry. From my other end, I am just charging in with my lancers to the side of this armored chotel and trying to get some Royal Kushite archers down for the taking. And on this other end, these poor guys are breaking. They've been reduced to half health. This pila throw by these guys did a lot of damage, which I did not want to happen, but unfortunately it happened. I charged into their general, but yeah, instantly breaking my units over there. They got surrounded entirely. But that gave us just enough time. The elephants just charged in and started eliminating this armored legionnaire from the map completely, just wiping it out. They're trying to shoot at and make the elephants go berserk, but at the same time, they see this coming. Then more camel spearmen coming up and royal camel cataphracts. So these guys are going straight in, and then my ally is just sweeping around the flank with the rest of his army, pulling up towards the rear from this end. Meanwhile, back here, I'm trying to split up my forces in an appropriate manner. They kind of got stuck a little bit in the gate. Like, it takes a while for them to get out. But after that little initial period, we managed to get most of our army outside. Now, in retrospect, we should have left a couple of units inside the walls to just harass the Romans who insisted on getting onto the walls, and so the Kush, they just like, nope, we're gonna ignore this entire army that's running around massacring everything that we have. I mean, look at this. These elephants completely wiped out this unit of armored legionnaires. These cataphracts over here are charging in from every angle into these auxiliaries, engaging them. The camels over here were pushed back by the auxiliary troops, but they did the job, right? They charged in, they hit what they needed. Yeah, they're firing into the camels, but they're doing a lot of friendly fire into the rear of these auxiliaries, and those auxiliaries are gonna lose. At the same time, it's opened up a venue. Like, they're surrounded, they don't have much choice. Kush has a little bit more time to set up, and it starts setting up a perimeter forces, especially when it sees the horde that was coming from this direction. I brought forward my elite cataphract, and I just charged in this armored total, and I was hoping I'd manage to get them off the siege tower, but it somehow glitched and they kept running. These guys did get off the siege tower, but that siege tower glitched the hell out. So we just charged through. They're trying to break the fourth wall. I'm also going to probably send someone to destroy that ballista very sometime soon. And now the cataphracts are just charging in and out and are doing a hell of a lot of damage. Now, you don't usually see this in Rome too. You see this in Attila, you see this in other Total Wars, but cavalry in Rome was not that good. And yeah, it makes sense because during that time period, especially the early period, they weren't the best units. But oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is fun. This is oof, 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 hoofs. And then I bring these guys. Eventually, after we surround them from every angle, we just call in the charge, and I just charge in with my. I mean, they're very lightly armored chariot, but they're chariots nonetheless, and I just charge in, break through this auxiliary infantry, completely wreck them. My ally's cataphract is charging through his archers and missile units. Just yeah, I mean, this desert chariots, 100 kills, and we're shattering their left flank entirely. I mean, the Praetorian Guard are pretty much the only thing that are left, and even their general is getting wrecked. My chariots are running through everything. These light desert chariots have 20 units compared to the usual 12, which helps them out a bit. But look at this, look at the massacre. So they got almost 200 kills, and now I made a little bit of a mistake here, right? Yeah, these guys got a little bit damage. I should not have charged this way. I should not have like done that little maneuver. Either I should have just committed completely here or committed completely to the other side. On this way, we're trying to completely break these shuttle units, but it's proving to be quite difficult. I mean, these cataphracts, royal camels, are doing a little bit of damage with their missile fire, but really and truly, they're not the best unit. Probably would have been better to get more of these armored Sabine cataphracts, which are just fantastic. The Praetorian Guard are breaking. Rome's pretty much been broken, with the exception of this, right? They've captured the city center, and that is causing us a lot of pain. My ally notices this and is starting to run back. He's trying to capture the gates back and get into the settlement and kill these armored legionnaires, stop them from capturing the point, which they unfortunately did. And since we lost the gates, we had no choice but to. Well, yeah, we lost, but we didn't lose because we were defeated. Far from it. We had most of our armies intact, as you shall see. But yeah, I understand they wanted to win, and this is a completely rational decision to come and take the city, especially when your enemy just charges completely outside the settlement, which is fun in itself. So these camels are charging in, and yeah, I'm breaking through his cavalry over here in this flank. I'm just hitting him from every angle. My ally sent in his eastern cataphracts in. My camels managed to make it through his into his missile units, and he had a little bit of a spot over there. In retrospect, I should not have charged my general into the pike unit, but you live and you learn. As you can see, like it's an all-out melee in the center of his forces. We're breaking most of their troops, and we're doing a lot of damage over on this side. Praetorian Guards came back, but they are nowhere near good health, and they're doing very badly. More camels are just charging everywhere, and I believe after these guys fights, a lot of them died to these Shoto warriors, which is quite sad that these Shoto warriors managed to get so many kills. But now we're actually trimming them down. The armor Shoto got onto the wall, I believe, as well. No, yeah, they just took on the inner settlement and they caused a little bit of pain for us. And now over here, my ally just charges in a Hail Mary assault onto these Kushite pikemen. He charges them in the rear. They broke my center assault, but they cost them almost everything. My general is breaking at this point. Most of my troops are dead or dying on the battlefield. I sent some more troops to rear charge and free up these the Praetorian Guard, and free up these cataphracts on this angle. My ally is desperately trying to break back into the settlement and send in troops that way. Because all we needed to do at this point is send in one unit of elephants, and they would have been able to destroy everything inside this castle. Kush had managed to hold on, but barely. And then again, we still had another charge, and we lost the battlefield. Let's end replay and see the battle results. Well, I am impressed. I am impressed how well this tactic worked. It provided an entertaining game. It was fun, exciting, and just all out amazing. I mean, Rome was pretty much wiped out, with the exception of these armored legionnaires. And if we had the opportunity to rear charge that, we would have killed them as well. Bananas pajamas, fantastic game. Apologies for the shock and what happened. With regards to Kush, I mean, he still had a large number of troops intact. I think we would have wiped out these guys very easily on the outside. I mean, they were already engaged. They had lost their cohesion and they were starting to break, especially with the charge from Partia. They would not have survived that. He had lost already all his Kushite archers and Royal Kushite archers, and he had a couple of Shoto inside the settlement, which again couldn't have done that much. In overall, I think it could have been even closer than this. I had a lot of ammunition left on my Royal Camel Archers, and they have very good stats. I think they have almost as good stats as charge stats as the Camel Cataphracts. So keep that in mind. I would not recommend Camel Lancers. These guys can do really good damage, but these guys not so much. The Marine Camel Cataphracts also did really well. Just you need to get them right, as well as the Desert Chariots. I think I sacrificed them a little bit too early. Just it all has a sequence. Wait for the right opportunity to show itself. I think the best thing that you can suggest with cavalry. Anyway, guys, this was a short video. I've been uploading very intense sieges recently, and if you still want that stuff, I'm live streaming every day. Not always doing multiplayer, but quite often I'm doing very difficult legendary, very hard difficulty campaigns or intense multiplayer battles. If you check out the live streams from the 7th and 6th of April, they have been very intense, and some of the games there I will be uploading to the channel because they were fantastic games played with subscribers, some of my friends, and yep. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you do like it. It would really help me out. And if you have any suggestions, if you have any requests, if you want to see something done, if you want to play with me, please comment down below. Let's get it done. Let's get it organized. Let's go forward. I'll also link down this Discord server below of a group of people who kind of adopted me, and I really appreciate that. They are fantastic people. They are amazing. They're very good at playing the game, but not all of them just play the game. They are just an amazing community, and I really suggest that you give them, you check them out. Anyway, with that said, I've been yapping on for more than the video actually was meant to be. I hope you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye, guys.